Hello. Girl, literally right after I finished your reading earlier, a spider ran across my desk. So I got raid, but scared the shit out of me. I was like, I don't care what type of message that is supposed to be, but I'm scared. I hope it doesn't come back. Because it was like one of those dark black ones. Ooh. But maybe I was looking up like, what does this mean? And then I told my people up here, don't send that. I don't want that. I don't care what type of message it is. Don't send that. Send something else. No spiders, please. Okay. But you can drop your question whenever you are ready. Okay. And then hopefully Pretty Girl Mel pops up because she still has some questions. But the list will be open for an hour. Okay. So about till 10. And then I'm going to take a little break. And then around 11, I'm going to go live on TikTok for a little bit, see how that goes. All right, let's see. Let me plug in my mic. Okay. All right, you said, does Nathan have a baby on the way? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put Jess. Your timestamp is gonna start at 13:50. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully that's a little lighter. All right, let's see. So, does Nathan have a baby on the way? Let's see. Does Nathan have a baby on the way? I shuffled earlier, but I'm gonna get a few more in right now. Let's see. Does Nathan have a baby on the way? I don't know why I just saw those. I don't know what it's called, but I saw those like bubble letters. I think it's like a filter on TikTok where you like it like puts it flashes the initial, okay? Those like bubble letters. I don't know what that's about, but let's see. Does Nathan have a baby on the way? Maybe. Okay, we got the Two of Swords, Knight of Wands. Does Nathan have a baby on the way? Let's see. Ooh. This is like there could be a baby on the way, but it's not, it wouldn't be conceived out of, what do you call it? Love, okay? We have the Five of Swords, and I'm hearing like wrap it up. Like something may, I know this is a sensitive subject, but it's kind of giving abortion, okay? Or something not going all the way through, okay? And we have the Four of Swords here. Yeah, something's not working out. Okay, so it's kind of like a halfway type of situation. Okay, um, so if he is with anyone right now, or if he's dealing with somebody, it would be a situation where it's like it could be here, but it's not gonna end up here. And I know that sounds fucked up, but yeah, okay, so let's see. Um, does Nathan have a baby on the way? Yeah, and then we have the Six of Cups. Okay, let's see. That is child energy. clarify the Six of Cups. Okay. Yeah, it's like an unhappy home, or it would be coming from a unhappy home. This is like, this sounds like fucked up. Like, get rid of it, make it disappear. Magician, Ace of Cups reversed. I feel like he wouldn't want the baby to be present. Okay. Um, let's see. Yeah, this is like, if it would be something unpredictable, not unpredictable, unexpected. Okay. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. This, okay. I feel awful saying that. Because that just reminded me of like a hanger with the hanged man here. Okay. So, yeah, this is something that he would not want. Okay. Nine of Swords here. He would not want the, oh my God. Yeah. Four of Cups. He would not be happy with that. That's why I feel like he would want the person to, not go through with it. Okay. Let's see. I feel like he's more so focused on his stability. Okay. King of Pentacles over here. He's trying to gain more money, or, he may not even really be attracted to whoever this is. Like, Queen of Wands reverse, like, he would be like, I'm not even into you like that. Like, what do you mean you're having a baby? My baby? No. It's, I don't know who he's with, or who he, is dating or whatever, or sleeping with, but this is like, no, get rid of it. This is, moon card. Um, let's see. And then we have the King of Cups reversed too as well. So this is like, this is, oh my God. So yeah, if he's in a connection right now, Four of Wands is upright, so he could definitely be dating somebody. But Ten of Swords, this is not looking good. And I'm assuming we're not talking about you and him. I'm somebody else, right? But this is like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. Let's see. Yeah, and I feel like he wouldn't even financially be able to give to this situation if the woman was trying to go through with it. That's why I feel like he would be trying to, get rid of it, or have her get rid of it. Let's see. And then we have the Star card. Ooh. This this sounds hey Mel, welcome in. I got you. This sounds like fucked up, but it's giving pregnancy, but then no pregnancy. Okay, I don't know how else to say like that in a nice way. You know what I'm saying? He would, Five of Cups reverse. He would be like, I got shit to do. I got money to make. Like, it's kind of harsh. This is kind of harsh. He doesn't really see a future with whoever this person is, or at least not a family future. Okay. And we have the Chariot here. Something could happen around Cancer season. That is also, excuse me, mother energy. Okay. He could be trying to find a new job. Page of Pentacles, or more money. Pages is pages are, like babies, you know what I'm saying? Or the start of something. So it's like, Page of Pentacles, he needs money. And I think he knows that. He wouldn't necessarily be able to, financially take care of this child. And I don't even think he likes the person that he's actually with right now. Okay. And yeah, look, five of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck. So this would be like, oh, I just heard like, she'll be fine. She'll recover. Like, oh my Lord, that's crazy. Okay. Um, sorry to whoever he is with, but that's why we don't have babies with people that don't like us, right? Right. You know? Okay. Because if whoever he's with decides to, go through with, that's the wrong deck. If whoever he's with decides to, keep it, that would be like, yeah, you a dumb hoe. Okay, but And that's funny because I was listening literally to I posted this video from TikTok. I think I reposted it. It was like this African guy singing that Glorilla, and I was listening to it yesterday too. Oh yeah, and today, where she's like, if you don't want the baby, then bitch, don't keep it. Okay, yeah, like don't keep it. What are you talking about? If he doesn't want the baby, what makes you think that? Oh, he might want it when it's here. Like what? No. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, someone could be very attracted to him, or whoever this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Somebody is very attracted to this person. Okay, and look what just came out too. Mother. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. That is not good. All right, let's see. And then we have Crown. Yeah, he could be making excuses for. He's like, I already got a million things to do. I got 99 problems, and you're not about to be another one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe it's given from this Nathan person. Girl, look. I'm dead. Okay, look. Pregnancy test just flew out. Okay, but it came out reversed. So that's another confirmation. I feel like this is, ding, 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 ding. I'm pregnant. No, you're not. No, you're not. Head into the clinic. Okay. Like, this is crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, someone would be like low key a fool to go through with this. Okay. Or this woman. Okay. That's wild. I love when that happens though. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, patience, it's not time yet. We have mystery, fantasy, reality. Someone may not be like, someone could be a little bit delusional, and he could be the realistic one in this situation, as in, like, he knows, like, no, this is, that can't happen. With what money? With what job? With what real relationship? With what love? Would this work? You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, uh, he is not open to change. Okay, this is, oh my gosh, I feel like an asshole. This is like, I don't want to make more memories with you. Someone could be delusional. Look, red flags. Okay, warning signs, take heed, risky situation. Yeah, that is not good. Yeah, and we have balance reverse. It came out reverse, and wasting time. So it would be a waste of time for whoever would get pregnant, whoever this other woman is. um he don't want it, and she would be wasting her time trying to, keep it. Okay, I'm dead. Trash. Okay, it's a literally, that sounds harsh, but we're not talking about, it's not our problem, right? um so yeah, and you know what? I'm dead. Look, because this is, I keep getting channel messages. 3 months reverse. Okay, ain't that the mark? The 3 month mark is when you gotta take it, get rid of it, take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Uh-uh. Yeah, there's like a deadline. Okay. Oh my gosh, don't miss that deadline. This is something that would make him very anxious and close off emotionally to this person. Okay, we have vulnerable reversed. Oh my god. Caught a case. I hate this card. It's a sexual infection, sexual disease, rash. Take those. Oh my god. I almost said take those pills because I saw the pills in this card. Okay. This is like fucked up. This is I'm not saying this to her. This is literally what's coming out. Like, don't go through with this. Do not have this baby. I will not be there. It's, yeah, karmics. Okay. Lesson learned. Haters. Third party. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Everyone leaves. Oh, Lord. I'm dead. Look, this is just keeps confirming. Laboratory. Okay. Uh-uh. Something about a lab or tests being done. Okay. Yeah, someone may not be the smartest. Look, someone's gonna get heartbroken. heartbreak and wisdom reversed. I mean, yeah, something could be happening. Didn't we get, what month was it? What other month came out? Where'd it go? Maybe it didn't. I thought oh, it was a 3 months from now card. But July, okay, so something could be significant next month. Or this could be happening next month. Yeah, he could have like love bombed this person, okay, and she fell for it. And then we have jail. So someone could be trying to trap him. Or if there's any like legal situation, something may be significant with that, with this person. Okay, yeah, he finds this person to be very annoying. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna end that one there. Okay, we have trash. Trash came out twice. That's crazy. Trash and trash. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Okay. Waste, worthless, mouse, throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. Oh my god, I told my mom earlier, I was like, I had a dream last night. I was in an auditorium and I was holding a baby, and the baby, like, everybody was like running around like frantic. There wasn't any like actual show going on, but I was in a big auditorium and I was holding a baby, and then the baby like jumped out of my arm, so I had to go like rescue it. I don't even think it was my baby though. It was a white baby. So I don't know. I was like, that's interesting. But I was literally holding a baby. Like, I felt it and everything. I was like, oh. But then the baby like jumped and I was like, what? But that's interesting. I'm not saying that has anything to do with you. That just reminded me of my dream. But that's what I got for you. All right. So it's giving yes and no. A quick no. All right. But thank you, Jess. Thank you, thank you. Whoa. And I think Pretty Girl Mel, you are next. You are very welcome. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. And the list is going to be open for, so now about another 45 minutes. So you guys can send whoever is in here. List closes at 10. Okay. So I'll read past 10, obviously, if there's more questions, but list closes at 10. Okay. All right. All right. And yeah, I got your timestamp. Okay. Pretty Girl Mel. Oh, there you are. Okay. Let's see. All right, 1 second. All right, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, let's see. All right, so you said you wanted to know when do you put your son's father, Aries, on child support? Is it going to be any unnecessary drama? Oh, okay. When you put your kid's father on child support, is there going to be any unnecessary drama? Is he going to step up? You haven't been reaching out or anything, and vice versa. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me get your timestamp. All right. All right, so yours is going to be at 30, 50. Okay. I got you. I got you. All right, let's see. Okay, so for Pretty Girl Mel, let's see. When Pretty Girl Mel puts her kid's father on child support, is there going to be any unnecessary drama? Whoa. When Pretty Girl Mel puts her kid's father on child support, is there going to be any unnecessary drama? Okay. Okay, so off the bat with the World card, and then at the end of the spread right here so far, we have the Six of Pentacles. There would be some pushback, okay, from this situation or this person, okay, your kid's father, but it would quickly be handled, okay, like legally, okay. So even if he does try to, deceive you or the system, or if he tries to make up a lie or something, he's going to have to give up some sort of money anyways, okay, with the Six of Pentacles. So he may be trying to, I don't know if he's going to try to lie or something, okay. We have the Death card reverse and the Seven of Swords reverse. So this is like, you can try to lie, you can try to make up an excuse or whatever for why something is the way that it is, but here's the papers, here's the documents, you got to pay up. It is written down, it's written out, it's signed or something, like they're not going to be able to push back, okay. They're going to be, you kind of, forced to pay up, okay. Let's see. Yeah, so any burdens that this person has caused, especially like financially, you will be getting more assistance, or at least financially, okay, because they will have no choice. Let's see. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more quicker forward movement, okay, when it comes to, you finally putting them on child support, okay. So that's good for you, right? It's good on your part. But for him, no matter how much he tries to push back or, make excuses, he's going to have to do that, or, he's going to miss out, on more money. So there's no way out of it, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. You said crazy man. Yeah. I feel like he may try to hide. Like, I'm not saying he's gonna like disappear, but he may try to hide away from, the whole situation. But he can't. Like, either way, it doesn't matter where he goes. You know. You hear about those people like, oh, you owe like 20 years of child support. This is gonna be him trying to hide, but he has to give up. It's gonna be very quick. So he can't really escape this anymore. Okay. Let's see. I feel like he'll be upset, but I mean, accountability, right? Yeah, so he's gonna kind of be forced to work with you. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles, Devil, and Sun card reverse. So it doesn't matter how he feels. Okay, he's probably still gonna be toxic, at least emotionally, but he will still have to pay up. So you know, you can kick and scream all you want. It is what it is. It's giving a child having a tantrum. you know, um, because you told them, I don't know, if you don't do the dishes, you can't go play outside. And they throw a tantrum. Okay, but you can throw a tantrum as long as you want, but at the same time, you still can't go outside until you do these damn dishes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like this sounds like a childish person. Okay. Um, but let's see. Let's get some oracle in a minute. Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, Five of Wands just came out. Okay, he's gonna try to fight it, but like I said, you can cry all you want about it, but it's just, it is what it is now. So let's see. Ah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, let's see. Um, did I just use this deck? I don't know. I didn't. Okay, let's see. So what? Okay. So will there be any unnecessary drama when Pretty Girl Mel puts her kid's father on child support? Look, he's gonna look stupid because he still has to, we have clown here, okay? He also may get kind of laughed at. Something could also be significant about Virgo season or September, okay? Why am I hearing walk him like a dog? Okay, yeah, he's gonna be forced to grow up, okay? So we have grow up, self-confidence, autonomy, okay? Grow up, patience. And honestly, like whoever is around him, like if he's dating somebody else or if he has dating options or whatever, people around him who he's trying to like entertain are gonna find him less attractive if he tries to, push back by not wanting to, take care of what he's supposed to. Okay. So it's gonna make him look bad, honestly. Yeah, because he knows it's time to move forward, okay? Or there's this process, this whole situation is going to be finally moving forward, okay? And if he tries to, push back, which I do feel like he will, it's going to make him seem less appealing, You said you asked him to do three simple things to pay for his son's school and buy his son clothes and diapers, and he still, yeah, that would be there's going to be a decision made. There's going to be something very, firm put in place, okay? This person's going to have to, wake up to reality, okay? They can't pretend to be something anymore. You know what it's also reminding me of? I don't know too much about the situation, okay? But correct me if I'm wrong, but the whole, was it Duke Dennis or something? I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but even if it is a rumor, the situation where people were saying something about like he has however many baby mamas or whatever, I don't know, and something about child support, or he has, I don't know, it's something about he can't lie anymore, Like picture someone or picture this person trying to act like they're big shit, but then his girlfriends or whoever he tries to date realizes, oh, you owe this amount of child support, or oh, you have a kid that you don't take care of or even contribute to. Oh, you're not who we thought you were, loser. This is like people realizing like he's a bum or he's acting like one. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's gonna bruise his ego. Like his ego is gonna get hit because people are gonna realize, oh, you're a clown. And look, we have the time is now. Okay, so something is gonna be happening very soon, and this could be happening, in his love life. Yeah, confirmation. And like I said, if he tries to, even if he ends up single, people are gonna figure him out. Okay, and I feel like even if what's it called? Even if he tries to escape this situation, it's people are gonna be looking for him. Literally, detective came out. Okay, so yeah, so something about around August and September could be significant when it comes to this situation. Okay, let's get a couple more. Yeah, we have lust, not love, and red lipstick stains. Yeah, people are gonna find this person not as attractive as they used to once they find this out. And he may try to like kiss ass or whatever to try to get back into people's good graces, bringing them gifts or flowers or something like that, but it's not gonna work. Okay, yeah, look, it's not gonna work. Okay, bye Felicia, leaving and not caring, thank you, next, peace and out. Okay, people are gonna be leaving him behind until he grows up. Yeah, until he gets it together. He's gonna miss out on connection. And yeah, look at the bottom of the deck right here, encounter reversed. So yeah, exactly. The truth always comes out eventually about people, especially not good people, because no matter how much you try to twist a story, the truth will come out, and then people, karma's a thing. I don't know why people don't realize that. Like, yeah, people may be on the villain side, the actual, culprit side for a little bit, but then when the truth comes out, it's going to be like, oh, you're a weirdo. Like, you did all of that just to seem like this. And look, you still lost. So, justice will be served, okay? You will get your justice, and, whatever it is that you need financially or, child support wise from this situation, okay? So, that's good. That's good. But that is what I got for that one, okay? Thank you, thank you. But you will get justice, okay? Quite literally. All right. And did you have another question you wanted to do now, or let me know? I cannot get this nail glue open. It's stuck. I guess I do have this little one, but these scissors. Oh, there we go. I know, right? Whoa! Sorry. This thing leaking. Okay, just let me know. Let me know. Let's see how this works. Ooh, that is not good glue at all. This cheap ass glue. That's wild. All right, let's see. You said, is his family going to reach out to you and have a sit down conversation about the child support or your son? All right, let's see. Let's see. Where's this lid? Okay. Um, okay. All right, let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me fix her timestamp. 45, 30. Okay. All right, let's see. So, is Pretty Girl Mel's kid's father's family going to reach out and have a sit down about the child support situation or her son? Okay. Yes, okay, they will. But they're kind of like nervous about it, okay? They know that this is like necessary in order to move forward or to have forward movement between you guys, okay? And your your dynamic and things like that. But for some reason they're kind of like nervous to have this conversation. Yeah, so they may be kind of stalling. I just heard like what's wrong with this person's family? Like okay, like this person's family could be kind of they may all kind of have a thing where they're not good at communicating, or they might all kind of, suck at following through, okay? But yeah, you guys will all be able to have a conversation, or whoever is necessary in this situation for this conversation. Yes, you guys will have a sit down, okay? Um three of three of cups. For some reason they're like sad about it, or that it's come to this. Like, don't let them make you feel like, you're the problem for doing this, okay? Like, this is giving enabling behavior from this person's family toward their son, like, because if it kind of sounds like they're kind of guilty of even allowing him to be this coddled. It sounds like, okay, with the Queen of Cups and the, yeah, they like hold on to him, or they treat him like a baby. That could be why he's so damn childish, or he thinks he doesn't have to do certain things, or he gets away with stuff, is because how he's raised. It's like people around him, or in his family, or his mom. We do have the Queen of Cups here, could be a big factor as to why he doesn't, think he has to have any responsibilities. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna have to be more serious, and I feel like so is the family. Okay, good. Yeah, he is gonna have to come out of pocket. Okay, he can't avoid this. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed, so he's gonna have to come back to, or whoever is in this conversation, they're gonna have the tough conversation. There may be some tension, you know. There may be some tension between you guys too. Somebody may suggest to have like a drink, or have a conversation over a drink. I would be careful of that if somebody does, with the Three of Cups here, because that could lead to things getting kind of out of hand. Okay. Yeah, it definitely looks like that. Um, that's why. But it's something's going to be put to rest. You know what I'm saying? With the Death card here, something's going to be said and done, basically, when it comes to this situation. Okay. This is. They knew, though. I feel like their family, or his family, definitely, they knew what was up. They knew their child. See, I almost said child. They knew their son was not stepping up. They knew their son was doing this, slacking off, not taking accountability. Causing you to have to ask him this and that over again. They know. The family is in on it, or they know about it, and they're not doing anything. But now that the legal part of it is being put into place, now they're like, oh, okay, I guess, yeah, we'll have the conversation. But they're like weird. It's weird because they're like sad about it. They're nervous about the conversation. They're nervous about, oh no, my son's gonna be put on child support. Like, what? you know, he can't escape this anymore. He's not able to do the ring around the rosy. You know what I'm saying? He's not able to you know, talk you in circles, uh, you know, drive you crazy or whatever. He's not able to do that anymore. And nor is his family's not either. So there will be a positive outcome from this whole situation, okay, with the star card. But they're going to be upset about it. But that's not, I mean, I don't like that, because it sounds like the whole family has some introspection to do, or some deep internal accountability. It's not just him, it's the family. This is a family thing. They all act like that, or a lot of them do. Okay, cuz for his family to feel this type of way about him stepping up is crazy. It's crazy. Like, why? I don't get why his family is upset that he has to do what he's supposed to do. That's crazy. That's real crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Let's get some oracle for this one. But I am getting a yes, but it's going to be like, they're going to be reluctant to do so. All right, let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, let's use this one. All right, so will Pretty Girl Mel's kid's father, will his family have a sit down? Excuse me. Will his family have a sit down with Pretty Girl Mel about their son? Or look, yeah, they will. Okay, they're gonna have to. Look, boundaries. Okay, you're gonna have to set boundaries, or there's gonna be some major boundaries set, between or for this situation. Okay, yeah, it's time to take action. So there will be some, forward movement. Like I said, with the star card coming out, there will be a positive outcome. Excuse me, but it's like a tough conversation that you guys are gonna have to have first. Okay, sorry, my voice is. Whew. All right, let's see. Yeah, it sounds like it. I could see it here. I could see it here. So something may take up until like December too. Okay. And I think the months that we got before were August, September, and now we have December. Okay, so something could take like, 4 months or so to get like fully settled. Yeah, and if you have any evidence or, screenshots, make sure you have all the evidence you might need, okay? Or any paperwork, don't ignore that. Don't throw anything out, Make sure that you have proof of something, okay? Or papers. Keep it, copy it, whatever you got to do, okay? This is crazy. This is honestly crazy. His family's going to act like, oh, well, they can make you feel like left out, low key. This is fucked up because I feel like his family could make you feel like you're the oddball out, which is that's the crazy part, is that you're not in the wrong in this situation. This is like, what? I would be frustrated too. I don't like when people are stupid. I don't like when people are like, hello, like, what don't you understand? you know okay, this is, yeah, and I feel like a bunch of information is going to come out, or whatever was hidden will be exposed, okay, about this situation. You're going to realize, yeah, you cannot they can't hide anything, okay, anymore. And then we have luxury boutique, okay, so I don't know what that's about, dealing with your situation, but it could also mean, things are going to get a lot more, how do I say that, a lot more pleasant, okay. Yeah, look, another hope card, okay, confirmation for things will turn out okay, okay, but it may be kind of, you may have to wait till things cool down, um, for this situation, but things will be put into place, and his family will have to accept things for what they are, and their son will have to step up the way he's supposed to, or, you know, what, can't you go to jail for not paying child support? Like I said, I feel like he will try to, escape it, but he can't. Oh, tantric sex. Uh-uh. Be careful of this person trying to tempt you, okay, to try to get you to not do something by using like charm on you, okay? But I don't think you're going to be tempted, to be honest, okay? You're going to be like, no. And look, confirmation again. Justice, okay? You're going to get justice. We have revolutionist, justice, freedom fighter, okay? Also, there's something about, there may be something in these, like, excuse me, there may be something in these papers or documents saying that he can't be, whoa, look, you see how that just dropped out of my hand? Okay, he may have to drop some sort of addiction, okay, in order to see his kids. So there could also be something about like custody rights, or custody, about like who gets to keep, you know your child or something more often. He may have to like actually go to class or something to uh you know be able to, properly see his child. There may be something about that. If he does partake in any drugs, or, drinking and stuff like that. Who the hell is setting off fireworks right now? It is not the 4th of July. Is it? What the hell? You probably can't hear it, but because my mic is plugged in, but people are pow, 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 pow outside. This person's like, oh my God, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? They could also think that this is a threat, you know? Look, he's going to try to ghost the situation. He's going to try to act like he doesn't know what's going on. I would hate to be him. Yeah, look, escape, transformation, okay? Storytelling. He might be trying to lie. Yeah, there's no more time. Whoa. There's no more time. He's gotta, I'm hearing, own up, fess up, do what he's supposed to do now, or whenever this is, finally put into place. He could act like you're the problem, but at least you got your head on your shoulders, or yeah, at least you got your head on correctly, right? Sounds like these people are kind of slow. I don't. These people. Mm-mm-mm. But I kind of understand what you're dealing with when it comes to dealing with a family who's they're like it's like, oh, you're all like that. Oh, okay. You're all slow. You're all stupid. That's why your son acts like that. Oh, okay, I get it now. Why are they popping fireworks? It can't be that exciting today. What is June 13th? Friday the 13th? Yes, what's not clicking, Steven? Exactly. Lord, what is going on outside? They need to stop that. But that's what I got for that one, okay? Oh, look, they stopped. That's crazy. I believe it. When I saw the cards come out, I was like, oh, okay. That's how y'all roll. Okay. Have a good one. And it's hard because sometimes you really just can't talk to people like that. You do have to, take things to court or, do something legally because people don't you know, people will try to, manipulate you or act like something's going on when it's not, just to save their ass or whatever. That's why I believe in calling the cops. I believe in doing the right thing for the most part, 99% of the time, because you're not about to get me. I don't like to be messed with. You try to hurt me? Are you crazy? Yes, I am calling the police. If it ever gets to a point where I feel like I have to call the cops for my own safety, you know, hell yeah, I am calling the police. And you're going to jail, you know. You are going to jail, sir, okay? Or ma'am. So I believe in not messing with me, you know. So I guess it is what, Father's Day, but who lights off fireworks for Father's Day in the middle of June? That's crazy. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Last year this time, I did a reading. I forgot who it was for, but I was like low key tipsy as fuck, and it was hella fireworks outside, and through the whole video, you could just hear pop, 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 like real loud. That was before I had a mic and everything. But I might start doing more reading. I gotta find a way to. I want to get like a background thing for my room. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Just let me know. Oh, I don't know if you guys care, but I forgot to do a June predictions reading. I could do like what to expect for the rest of June. Um, Pick a card or something, or yeah, I forgot to do that. I usually do it every month. That's crazy. Call the po-po ho. Exactly. Call the po-po ho. I believe in that. I believe in justice. I believe in just don't try people, you know? People will learn one day or not, you know, and get got. I feel like it's pretty simple to understand. Some people just choose not to behave, you know, and then they wonder why things happen. It is what it is. But yeah, you can drop your next question, okay? Let me know. I've never used Raid before, but when I saw that spider earlier run across my desk after I finished the reading earlier, I was like, oh hell no. So I went to the Dollar Tree and got this. And then I was choking for like 30 minutes. I finally feel okay, but I hope it doesn't fuck up my lungs. That shit is strong. This better work. I don't want to see that spider ever again. Ever. I've never had roaches. It's just these damn spiders. They be crawling in. I got a hole in my window. Not my window, the screen. But I hope it works. So you said, so you haven't met his girlfriend yet, and you know it's gonna come soon because you're gonna go to court. How is that gonna go? Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right, so this one is going to be 10408. All right. All right, and I don't think anybody else is in here right now, but if you're in here and you want a personal reading for $5, send it now within the next 10 minutes because the list closes at 10, okay? And there will be another live, okay, for $5 questions, but for tonight, list closes in 10 minutes, okay? So let's see. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Okay. All right. So how will Pretty Girl Mel meeting her kid's father's girlfriend go? Let's see. Oh Lord. Why did I just hear like, oh hi, how are you? Like so good to meet you. Like the fake nice, you know what I'm saying? The overly but okay, so let me not talk over myself. At first it's gonna be, oh hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. You know, nice to the overly nice type of vibe, and then she's gonna feel some type of way. She's gonna get like, oh, maybe I don't want to talk to her. Like it's kind of giving. I'm trying to act nice, but I don't really feel too fond of you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like yeah, she's gonna be. Mm-mm. She's gonna want to like I don't think she's gonna show it necessarily, but you might be able to see like a smug look on her face, or you could tell by her tone, like how she's talking to you. She's gonna seem nice at first, but I'm seeing someone's smile fade very quickly, like you know how people like fake greet you and then you could tell like, oh, what was that look? What was that look you just did? Why did your smile just turn evil? When you looked at me, like what? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Like when people's facial expressions show how they really feel. people who don't like you tend to have a hard time pretending, that they like you. You'll peep it, you know what I'm saying? So it's something like that here, okay? She's gonna be holding back like how she really feels, okay? Um, but you may kind of be thrown off because like even if you are positive towards her, she's gonna be, a boring Betty. I don't know why I'm hearing that. A boring Betty. Okay, you may feel like this girl is boring. Like, what does he see in her? But that's beside the point, okay? And we have the Four of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So, how will it go between Pretty Girl Mel and how will it go between okay, how will it go when Pretty Girl Mel meets her kid's father's girlfriend? Yeah, you're gonna know that you may also feel kind of standoffish. You may kind of mirror her energy. Okay, so I do feel like she's gonna kind of get or seem kind of reserved, quickly after like a nice greeting. Okay, and then you guys are kind of, why can't I talk? You guys are going to kind of um, be standoffish towards each other. Okay, so even if you guys are trying to be nice, you're gonna be like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Hey Jess, welcome in. Let's see. Oh, am I crazy? Hold on. Hold on. What happened? What happened? Wait, wait. I'm tripping. Hold on. Why is my thing say I'm sorry, once I'm gotta close this out and open it because I don't know if these messages are not showing up or not. What is happening? Hold on. Oh no, I guess not. What? Okay. So that was odd. It just on my device here, it showed just saying something and then it disappeared. That might have been from earlier. It was. Okay, so the chat was tripping on my end, okay. Anyways, let's get back to the reading, okay. Um but let's see. Okay. But yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna not really be speaking much, but you're gonna be side eyeing each other, Um, yeah, definitely holding back from each other. Okay. You said because her man is gonna start flirting with. Yeah, it is giving a jealous vibe. It is giving disappointment on her end because she could, you know, she knows that you're the baby mama. Okay. Or even if she has kids with him now or whatever, um, she's gonna know that she comes second. Okay. And yeah, he has passion towards you, and that's the shady part on his end. So, Seven of Swords reverse. It's giving, I know my man was your man, and that your old man is flirting or likes you or wants you still. But I'm not going to say anything because I know I almost said I know my place. Okay. So, this person, his current girlfriend could know, quote unquote, her place. Okay. I don't know if he talked to her or something about like, don't start this, don't start that shit. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, she's gonna be like pouting in the corner. Like, but I feel like she knows she can't really say something to you. Like, it would be unnecessary and childish. Like, she will have to deal with, the situation as it is. You know, I'm not saying it's okay for him to, be flirting with you when he's in a whole other situation, but at the same time, you know, if she chooses to stay with him, that's her choice too. She's got to take accountability for, what she chooses to be a part of. Whoa, almost dropped this. What's the Ten of Cups here in the Sun card for how will it go between Pretty Girl Mel? Um, I feel like you guys are going to try to be cordial, but honestly, it may not work out for too long because of her attitude or her unwillingness to compromise or, even just be nice. Okay. This is like trying to work with somebody and they just don't want to do it. They're just being childish or petty, because they feel some type of way about who you are, or the fact that, you guys have to work together or, be around each other or something like that, okay? This is it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, if she wants to, I don't know how else to say that. Like she's going to have to accept it for what it is. She's a part of it now. You guys both are. You guys both are a part of this man's doing. You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna have to accept it, or she can hold a grudge all she wants, but I mean, she could either act normal and pull up her panties and act right, but or her big girl panties, and not be a weirdo. But I feel like she will be, and that's gonna make things awkward. Yeah, timing is pushed back due to blockages. Okay, we have intuitive wisdom. So you could be meeting her also around June, okay? So next month or something. Let's see. I'm dead. I don't know if you're hooking up with your kid's father or something. I'm not saying you are. You might not be because we have hookup reversed, okay? That just came out, but there could be something that goes on when they hook up that is not happy or doesn't make her happy, okay? Like she could know that his mind is elsewhere. Whew. I feel like she will like your personality. Should we take these? It's a lot. She will like your personality or like who you are, but when it comes to like, she feels played. She feels played by this whole situation. Like what she got herself into, what she's like stuck in or something like that now. She feels played, you know? And I don't know if you were here when I did Jess's reading earlier, but I did say like that's why we don't have babies by men who don't like us. There are signs, there are signs that certain men just are not going to be a good father. They're not a good person. Um, and I feel like this is his girlfriend is like I don't know, she could have tried to compete and she lost. Yeah, she could have thought that getting pregnant was gonna make her be treated better or something, or get treated how you are treated by this person, or how she thinks he treats you. But we have too hard, okay? Something actually got more difficult between them. She could also feel like alone in this connection too with your kid's father. Yeah, she's realizing she made a bad choice. Now she's insecure, okay? And we have sex only. It came out reversed. So this is like, I don't know if they even have they could have, like I said, a problem in the bedroom, low key. She doesn't really enjoy the bedroom time between them. But yeah, look, I just split the deck and we got uninterested. Mm-mm. But yeah. And honestly, unless you have to deal with her, just cleanse your energy as best as you can, okay? You know, I mean, I get having to be there or see each other if you like are, dropping off the kid or whatever. But other than that, I would just try your best to just not interact with her because she got a nasty attitude. And like I said, we all got to take accountability after a while, you know, especially for situations that we allow or keep allowing, There's a difference between not knowing the first time, maybe the second time, but like the third time, that something keeps happening, you know better, you know. And this is like where she has to, suck it up. Suck it up, buttercup, okay? So that's not, I want to say that's not your problem. Her emotions are not your problem, but you may see them. You may see her emotions, okay? Exactly. That is the vibe it's giving. Like, I feel like she's going to like your personality. She's going to think you're a cool person, but she's going to know that she's being a weirdo. Like, she could be seeing the darker side of herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like you. Like, you seem like a cool girl, but like, I also don't like you because I know that my current man still wants you. It's one of those situations. So it's kind of a mix between admiration, regret, you know, jealousy, insecurities, knowing she made a bad choice, not being satisfied in the bedroom with him because she could know that, he's thinking of you. It's like, this could be a big lesson for her, low key. Trying to compete. And look, you ended up in a worse situation. It's wild. It's crazy. But like I said, her emotions are not your problem. But you're gonna see them. You're gonna sense them. But that's not your problem. All right. But that is what I got for you. Okay. What day is it? It's Friday, right? Okay. But yeah. Do you have a TikTok, Pretty Girl Mel? Or you don't really use that? I'm only asking because I did send y'all my new TikTok link. If in case you guys miss any readings, or if you want to join me over there, it's the same thing, but it's for the raffle and stuff. I did add you in for because I have your email, but the raffle is mostly for TikTok only, okay? But if you win, I will email you, okay? It's just for a chance to win 5 free questions. Every question you get. And I had to make a new TikTok because my old one got banned because people are dumb. Yeah, I was getting that she would have an attitude towards you. And I want to say just in general. And did you have any more? Did you want to get another question? Or if not, I am going to end the live in a few, okay? Because I'm going to take a quick nap and then get on TikTok to do readings if anybody is up over there. I think Jackie mentioned something about me going live today, so around 11:15, I will be on TikTok live. Okay, let me know. Yeah, I emailed everybody the new TikTok link. I have two, but make sure if you do follow, make sure to follow the one where it's called Spiritual Traveler 101. Okay, Spiritual Traveler 101, and it has the little Brad stall as my profile picture. Um, but you should be able to find it if you search it up. But I have to build up the newer page to um 1,000 followers. But I have the one that's already at 1,000 followers, so um I can go live there. Okay. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head. Okay, I got you. No, you're good. I'm nosy too, girl. I do the same shit sometimes. All right, let's see. And then you can drop your question in the chat when you're ready, okay? I think that yeah, 1 hour 24. I keep hearing big time rush. All right, you said so does how so how d- I'm so damn dyslexic. Okay. So how does Aries feel about you when it comes to co-parenting? Okay, let's see. All right. Mm-mm. I keep hearing like when you go big time. I don't know why I'm hearing that. All right, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so how does the Aries feel about Pretty Girl Mel when it comes to co-parenting? How does the Aries feel about co-parenting when it comes to Pretty Girl Mel? They feel like they're doing their part or doing what they can. But if you ever notice in the Six of Pentacles here, he's giving him crumbs. He's giving the one person crumbs. That's literally breadcrumbs. He's reaching out. I don't know if you can see too close. He's giving him crumbs. You know, he feels like he's doing his part, but it ain't much. Okay, I'm hearing it ain't much, but it's honest work. Okay, he could feel like he's really doing something or trying to. Okay, let's see. How does the Aries feel when it comes to how does the Aries feel about Pretty Girl Mel when it comes to co-parenting? He feels like it's difficult. We have the Five of Wands. He could feel like you guys are always, having some sort of like power dynamic or not power dynamic, power play, okay? Like there's always you guys he could feel like you guys are always, going back and forth about like control, or he could feel like, maybe you're controlling even if you're not, okay? And then we have the Page of Swords and the Four of Cups, okay? So yeah, this the Aries feels like it's hard. It's hard. Like he's doing what he can. He's doing what he can. This is this is like ultimate fuckboy energy, cuz I'm getting somebody be like, I would do the world for you. This is what I could do. I'm trying. Don't you see I'm trying? It's like a sob story. He's acting like he's doing so much, like he's going across the world to get you a cup of water, when in reality, he walked maybe 20 feet and then he gave up. He's acting like he's doing more than he actually is. He's like, I would do the world for you. But then he doesn't do anything. Or he does like the very bare minimum. He sounds a little bit delusional. Or look, he gave up. Financially at least. Or he's not financially stable. He could feel like he's doing what he can. He's really gotta go hard for, the money he makes and stuff. And it's like, okay, but do you have any savings? Like, did you even bother to put aside $5? Did you bother to put aside, from your check that you get if he works or whatever? I hope so. But this is like, ugh, I don't even know how to describe those people. People who act like they're doing so much when in reality it's a fake flexing lifestyle, or it's a fake um he's putting on a show, or he's acting like he's doing way more than he's actually doing, because he's not. But he could be one of those people who thinks like he's doing the world, or like he has to go so hard to get what you know he needs and you need. Like, this is one of those guys who will complain that how guys say, oh, my baby mama won't let me see my kid, she's just being such a bitch, oh my god, she's doing this and that. In reality, all she asked for was, can you come see your kids this weekend instead of going out to party with your homeboys? But he still goes out with his homeboys that weekend instead of seeing his kid. He's not putting his priorities first. It's like that. It's twisted. It's twisted. Like, they act like they're doing so much, and that they're so sad that the situation has come to this. It's victim playing. It's victim playing. It's gaslighting. It's it's manipulation. Like, I feel like this is the type of person who, if a stranger and him crossed paths on the street and he started talking about what he was going through, the stranger would believe him, because his story is just such a hard one. It's so difficult. It's so, you know, oh my god, I can't believe she did that to you, bro. Like, it's fake. Like, and he would be making the shit up or acting. He's a good storyteller. That's what I'm getting from this. Because he's acting like he's doing so much when he's not. Mm-mm. Yeah, he's literally like he has to go hard, strength hard, like he's working hard. Or this is one of those liars. He's a liar. He might even believe his own lies, because why? I don't understand why he feels like. Is there a mental illness for that? There has to be, because that doesn't. I don't understand people like that. But I've seen it. I've seen it. You said, are you just overall? How does the Aries feel about Pretty Girl Mel? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold on. Way too many. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands and the Moon reversed. They feel like you're not opening up to them emotionally. Okay? They feel like you're purposely, making things difficult. That kind of ties into what I said earlier about the co-parenting situation. They definitely feel like, things aren't fair. Yeah, justice reversed. Okay. They feel like the situation with you is just not fair. Like you're, purposely trying to make things difficult, but you're not. This is a victim player. So how they feel about you is that you make things difficult, that, You're purposely, not opening up to them, that you don't want to talk much, that you leave them out in the cold. I would be insulted, low key. I would be insulted because I don't like when people lie on my name. So the fact that I'm seeing this type of energy in this spread, hell no. Hell no. They do too much. They could also feel like you do too much, or that you care too much about certain things that they feel like aren't that important. Mm-mm. We can get some oracle to clarify. Let's see. Let's use this one. All right. How does the Aries feel about pretty girl Mel? They could feel like like you don't want to hear shit they have to say, okay? And that you're putting on a show, or that you're, acting like, something. I keep hearing something is important when it's not. Like they act, those people who say, "Oh, you're worried about the wrong shit. You're worried about the wrong shit." No, this is the right shit. What are you talking about? It's one of those irritating people. Like, and they wonder why you don't want to like necessarily reconcile with them or talk to them unless it's about, whatever you guys have to talk about. Let's see. Yeah, they could feel like the situation or you are toxic when in reality they're toxic. It's a person who projects, and yeah, they could feel like, whatever you told your friends or family, oh, that's bullshit. They feel like you tell your friends or family like stories about them that aren't true, okay? Even if it is. Let's see. We have diviner, driver, court. Okay. Doing drugs. Doing drugs. Okay, there's the tower card in this deck. So this person, I don't care if you do drugs or not, okay? I'm not saying you do. But this person sounds like they are projecting everything that they do on you. That's what it is. So it doesn't matter. I can't even like really get how they feel about you. Well, it is how they feel about you. They feel like whatever they're doing to you is actually what you're doing to them. It's a typical, I want to say, abusive person's behavior. They will literally flip what they do to you and act like you did it to them. If you know, you know. Okay? That's what's happening here. So this is like one of those situations where it's like, don't you see how you're acting? And it's like, no, don't you see how you're acting? Like, there's no talking to people like that half the time, most of the time. Because when people like that start showing you like, oh, you really think like that. Oh, okay. You just got to leave. You got to walk away. You got to end the conversation because you'll be talking in circles. Somebody will talk you in circles till the end of time if you let them, you know. Like picture somebody knocking your phone out your hand and you're like, "Hey, what was that for?" And then you go pick it up and then you say, "Why would you do that?" And they're like, "What do you mean? What do you mean why would I do that?" You knocked your own phone out of your hand. You dropped it. Like it's gaslight. That's abusive, It's mentally abusive. It's mentally abusive. Fuck that. This person's mm-mm. It's projection. And they could be one of those people who like it doesn't matter how much you try to get them to understand something, they're going to project onto you. They're going to say what they're doing to you, they're going to say that you're doing that to them. Okay? That's narcissistic behavior. So, that's what I got for that. Okay? And like I said, there's really no like talking to people like that, because they won't admit that they're wrong. 99% of the time, they won't admit that they're wrong. They'll just keep denying. They'll act like the world hurt them, when in reality, they're the person who is doing the sabotaging, causing chaos everywhere they go, you know? So that's what I'm getting for that. Yeah, so trust your intuition, okay? When it comes to this person, I feel like you know what's going on. Don't try not to let this person manipulate the situation more than they already have, or at least you're going to be able to know that they're projecting onto you, you know. So I feel you. Which it sucks, but like I said, when it comes to people like that, you got to just don't talk to them unless you have to. I just hurt my lip. Mm-mm-mm. If I have time and energy tomorrow, I will do a Aries through Pisces reading for next 48. I haven't done one in like, I think, a week or so. So I gotta do another one. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, people like that, like, they don't care if it's true. They don't care if it's true. They're projecting, and that's why you gotta walk away as best, like, and stay away unless you have to, deal with them, because they will do stuff like that. They will tarnish your name. They will make you look like something when you don't. Okay. And especially if they got people around them, like we talked about earlier, if they have people around them that are enabling that behavior, or if they, even if their family or friends think that they're in the right when they're actually in the wrong, you know there's no talking to them. There's no, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to end up exhausting yourself, you know talking about or trying to talk to them, trying to get them to understand when they don't want to understand. Some people just don't want to acknowledge the truth, you know and people like that you got to stay away from, you know because they will drive you crazy and they will enjoy it. That's why I don't hang around folks anymore, to be honest. Very few people. Doesn't matter if it's family, friends, or not. Stay away from people who act like that, you know? Ooh, 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 ooh. I got a bunch of hair ties earlier. But that's what I got for you, okay? But I am going to end the live, okay? Because it is 10:30 and I got to take a quick nap if I can, and then hop on TikTok for live over there. But if you want to, if you have a TikTok, if you want to get any more questions, you can go over there. But on here, um, the list is closed now. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for. It's at least you know now. At least you know how they all are. All right, but I will put your. I got all your timestamps and stuff written right here, and Jess's. Okay. But thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. And for, I don't want to say a schedule right now, but I'm going to try to do $5 lives at least maybe like twice a week on here, or maybe one day a week, 2 times in a day, like we did today. I'm not sure yet, but I want to get the ball rolling over here as well on YouTube. So I'll be back for the $5 reads. The personal private reading prices are still the same, by the way. But for the lives right now, I am lowering the price for now. All right. But thank you for joining. You have a great night. If I don't see you over on TikTok, thank you very much. Okay. And you guys, or you have a great night. Okay. I will see you. Probably do all signs tomorrow at some point, probably in the afternoon or evening. All right. But you have a good one. Bye. Thank you.